Reaction continues to the announcement that hospitality would soon begin to restart on the 4th of July in England, with details outlining how to ensure businesses are COVID safe having been released. And for many cafes in particular, the brand new government guidelines mean there's a lot to digest.
Reading through the government regulations and guidelines for opening and being COVID safe, a lot of it seems like common sense, still keeping your distance and being super clean. I mean, we're clean anyway, so we're happy to, rather than wash our hands every 20 minutes, we're happy to wash our hands every 5 minutes if that's what it takes to make customers feel happy and safe. Some of the things that stand out as being a bit more challenging are the idea of this NHS track and trace, where we are meant to keep all of our customers' details who have been on site for 21 days. So then if any of those people then go off and test positive to COVID, we can then identify who has been around them in that area. For a cafe or cafes that have been largely walk-in business, trying to then get customer details and implement a reservation system is going to be difficult. And also it's unclear then if we have to, with via track and trace, do we then have to have all of the people, all of the workforce that were on site that day also go off and self-isolate? That would potentially close us down if we have 5 or 6 members of the team that have to self-isolate. So this is the challenge. We need a bit more clarity on that before we can commit to opening on the 4th of July, because is it worth the risk that you might potentially lose half your workforce at any time? I don't think it's particularly realistic, some of these regulations. I can see why they're in place. Maybe not clear enough in places, this might be the issue, is that these regulations are saying things like where possible and things like that. Actually, the hospitality industry can react a lot better to very, very clear, firm guidelines. We can say this is what we have to do and we can implement that, but where possible leaves a big grey area.